Hello, everybody. So today I'm going to show you how to get the reference slides made up for yourself for VASE. It's going to include going into your email, downloading a picture from your email that you sent to yourself, and downloading the PowerPoints and all of that good stuff. So we're starting here in Schoology. So if you don't remember how to log into Schoology, basically you have the Schoology app on the computers or possibly on your phone if you're working from your phone. And you log in through the Office 365 or your school email. And then you're going to go to your art class. If you're not sure how to get to your art classes, you're going to go into courses, and it should be one that says art on there. Of course, all of mine are art because I am the art teacher. So I am just in one of my courses that has VASE, and all of my courses are going to have a VASE folder. Miss Rodriguez, are you also going to have a VASE folder?
Yes.
All right. So there should be a folder in here labeled VASE. In here, there should be available to you a multitude of things. For my students in particular, we have a PowerPoint that is an explanation of the VASE project. We have a practice intent form. And then the important part for you today are these several PowerPoints here. These are all different things that you might need for your resource or reference slide. Um, you'll notice in your intent form, whenever you read it or fill it out, we should have a practice one for you, or if you want to look at this practice one, you're going to see in here the first question it has. Number one, sources for your artwork. Check all that apply to your artwork. All sources must be uploaded into one reference PDF that is 2 MB max and follows VASE guidelines. So again, we have those templates for you already, but there are 4 things that you can check off. You cannot check off all of them. Some of them are mutually exclusive. So the first one says, I work from one or more original photos. These are photos that you took of yourself. You might have told someone else how to take them. They might belong to your family as part of like a family photo album, things like that. But those are personal photos that you or someone you know took. The second one is I work from one or more original sketches. You sketched something in your sketchbook and you developed it further for your VASE project. The third one says I worked from observation and or my imagination. So this is whenever you are looking at something and drawing it, or you're drawing something straight from your head, you would click on this box. And the last one is check here for original photography entries. The artwork that you're submitting specifically is a photograph that you took. So a lot of times you will find these are done in combination. So you might have an original photo that is part of your resources. You needed a picture of someone in a particular pose, but you might also be working from your imagination because you're changing the outfit that they're wearing to be a pirate or something like that. You wanted to put them in a costume, or you're changing the background. You might be also working from imagination. Or you might have started from a sketch and then you needed a couple of photo references. So you might have the first 2 boxes checked off. But whatever boxes you check off here, those are the boxes that you are going to need from your, where did it go? From your Schoology. Where is it? Did I get rid of it? I did. Whoops. I accidentally closed down on that. There we are. So here we go. Back to where we were. So whichever one of those 4 that you click, that's what you're going to need from here. So to start, say that I'm using a picture that I have an original source picture, and I'm going to be altering it a little bit from my imagination. I'm going to need a copy of my observation imagination PowerPoint, and I'm going to need a copy of, where did it go? Original photo source. So right here, I'm going to click on this one. It's going to take me into here. And what I want to do while I'm on this school computer is I'm going to come up to this little arrow right here. It says download. I'm going to download this, and it's going to save into my downloads folder. I'll show you where to go to find that again. But I also need original photo and observation imagination. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to download this. So I'm going to download them both. All right, so your files. are going to be in this little button down here at the bottom. It looks like a little filing cabinet held in a little desk folder right here. Click on there, and over here, I'm going to hit downloads. Now, your desktop that you're working from might have a lot of downloads, might have less downloads. This is a good teacher computer, so it's got a billion downloads. But these are the two that I just had. What you really want to do is open them in OneDrive or download them to OneDrive if it gives you that option. For now, I think what I need to do is open it up. So I'm going to click on this, and it should take me into PowerPoint. It will in a minute. Don't laugh, Joe. All right, here we go. So I'm going to hit enable editing just so I can get in here and actually do stuff. And then I'm going to come over to this other one, not that, this other one over here, and open that one as well. Enable editing. So in order to make this so I can edit it from one day to the next, I do not want it to just stick on this computer. This computer might get wiped at any point. I do not want it to stay in this computer's download file, because this download file, as I said, might disappear on me. I want it to be instead in my OneDrive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, both this one and the next. I'm going to hit File, Save As, and I'm going to click on OneDrive. And this will take me to my OneDrive. As soon as you log into a school computer, this OneDrive should be your OneDrive. And in here, you're going to change this name to, this one was Original Photo Source. So this will be Original Photo Ref, and then your name, or something that represents your name. So Serb. Hit save. Now, you'll notice that up here, this name has changed to that. This one is now already going to be the version from my OneDrive. If I want to look up this version, it's no longer the version that's downloaded. I can just go straight there. Now, here's my observation. Imagine you can still see it says copy. It says save to this PC. Again, that's not what I want. I'm going to go File, Save As. I'm going to hit my OneDrive. I'm going to say observation ref. No, I'm going to be using imagination. The imagination ref. Serb. And I'm going to hit save. Cool. Now, again, imagination serb ref, it just says saved. Now it is in OneDrive. Any computer I click on, I go into on school campus now has this in, well, Miss Rodriguez's OneDrive instead of mine because I'm logged in on her computer, but same difference. For you, it's going to be yours. All right. So now I want both of these slides to be on one presentation. I get to decide which one I'm going to be working on. Both of them are saved at this point. Doesn't really matter which one. So I might decide to move this one over there. So since I'm already on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click / double click over here. I'm going to hit copy. I'm going to go back over to my other presentation with the original photo. And I'm going to hit paste. No, wrong thing. Control Z. Paste. There we go. So now I have both of my slides in my single document. Now, each of these slides, you're going to find that it has a very specific thing written on here. It says, I worked from one or more original photos. My finished artwork is below. I will need to take my finished artwork and put it in this slide. I will need to put it also in this slide. Both of them will need to have a picture of my final on there. And then over here, my reference photo is below. So this is my original photo source. This is the one that I need to grab from my email, save the same way that I just saved these documents, and then post into here. I took this photo of blah at where on when, etc., etc., etc. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up my email. So in this particular case, I'm opening up a Gmail. Here's my Gmail account. Yes, it's my actual Gmail account. Yes, I know. Danger. Here's the photo that I need. I'm going to click on it. There's my photo. This is my photo of Miss Yearwood. I'm going to change her so she's a pirate, or maybe I'm going to change her into, like, I don't know, a mermaid riding a horse, because I don't know. I'm a crazy person. I'm going to double click right here, Actually, no, I'm not going to double click. I forgot the button's up here. Here is my download button. I'm going to hit download, and it's going to save in the same place that everything else is saved, down here in my files. I've clicked in here. It's going to be in my download folder. It needs to reload. So I'm going to go over to desktop for a second, and then I'm going to come back to downloads, and it should be right there. That's the photo that I need. If I open it up, it's going to exist right here. I can hit save as. In Save As, I should also have access to OneDrive. I can click on it. I can change the name of this over here to Miss Yearwood on a Pony. .jpeg. JPEG is important. It's just a file extension. It's the type of image that I'm posting in. You might also be able to use PNG files, but in this case, JPEG works just fine, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to hit save. So that is also in my OneDrive. If I ever need to access it, it will be there. It is still in my downloads. And you'll notice that none of this has left the downloads. If I have not moved from a computer, these will still be there. If I use the same computer tomorrow, they might be there, they might not, which is why we saved it over to our OneDrive. But if they are still here, we can still use them. It's a little bit easier sometimes to do that. Sometimes it's hard to find stuff. All right, so I don't need that anymore. All right, so now I have this. I have my picture saved. It is in my OneDrive. It is also on my downloads folder. All I need to do is hit insert picture. I'm going to say from this device. Over here, I have all of these places that I could be looking. One place I can look is downloads. There's my picture right there. Or I can go into my OneDrive, which is up here. OneDrive also has my picture right here. If I'm using a different computer, it's definitely going to be in my OneDrive because I won't be on the same computer as my downloads. So I'm just going to grab it from here, hit yes, hit insert, and wha-bam, it's massive. I'm going to click on it. All these little dots are going to show up. I'm going to grab one of these little dots in the corner, double click, and drag. That makes it small enough to be seen. All right, so I'm going to pop that in there. I would do the exact same thing for my finished artwork right here. Again, I need both my finished artwork and my reference photo on here. And in here, I need to change this. Go away. No, go away. I need to change this text box to say what it needs to say. I took this photo of Miss Yearwood at Sunny Fox Farms in San Marcos on, this was last weekend, so that was not last weekend, weekend before. So let me take a look. It was not the 28th, it was the 21st. The 21st of January in 2023. Now, if you don't have an exact day, you have a general day, that's fine. I took it the summer of 2023, or I took it in January of 2023. I took my picture the summer I turned 7. Anything like that works. The more specific you are, the better. But if you do not have a specific date, that is okay. Be as specific as you can be. We also probably want to turn all of this text white. That way it doesn't look weird. All right, so that yellow just kind of indicated that's a spot that I need to change things. You will also notice way down at the bottom, really, really tiny. We're going to make this a little larger. Come on, be bigger. Be bigger. Make you size 12. Image title, blah, 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 .jpeg. Reference title, blah, 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 .whatever. Your reference PDF, when it becomes time for you to actually send it in, the title cannot be this thing right here. Every artwork that you have is going to be given a number that you will be able to find through your teacher or on the VASE website. So make sure you know what your number is for your artwork. It will be specific to each entry that you do. So if you have 2 entries, you're going to have 2 different numbers, and it will be a different number for both. So you will need to change your number to be the number of your artwork. So your image title, whenever you upload it to Vase, it will automatically become this number. And you will need to save your reference PDF before you turn it in to be said number ref.pdf. So I'm going to talk about that really fast. Again, I'm not putting in all of the stuff. I would need to come down here and I would have a process notes for my imagination work. I'm working from my imagination, not from a sketch or anything like that. If I was working from a original sketch, I would have a picture of my first sketch down here. If I was working from my imagination, I had no sketch to start with, I might have some process notes that describe what I was doing when. Think of it like a little journal page that you're taking a picture of and putting in. And again, a picture of my finished artwork over here. Say that I have all of that done. I have changed my image title down here to be my Vase number, and down here my reference title to be number ref.pdf. I have changed that correctly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit save as again, file, save a copy, OneDrive. I'm going to change it to my reference number. Say my reference number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reference, REF. That is my number. And then right here, it says PowerPoint right there. I'm going to change that to PDF. Again, I save it as this when I am completely done with it. Confirm with your teacher that you're completely done with it. When your teacher says, yeah, you're completely done with it, that's whenever you're going to do this step of making it save as or save a copy, number, ref, and PDF. Once you hit save, then that PDF copy is what you're going to upload to Vase. So if you don't remember how to upload that, we will do a separate video on that later, but this is just how you're going to open up these slides, grab your images, save it properly, so on and so forth, etc., so on and so forth. If you have any questions or concerns, you may always come to your art teacher to ask, or you can watch this video again in slow motion. So y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.